welcome back to another video. We haven't done a pickups in a while, but here we are with some pickups. We got movies, lots of movies. Lots for the personals and some for sale. Well, let's get right into it. This ain't gonna be a long one, so let's just go into it. The first piece we have here is the Jordan Peele 3-movie collection. Nope, Us and Get Out. I like Jordan Peele. Don't really care for Get Out as much, but I do love Us and I love Nope. Maybe if I watch this again, maybe I'll give Nope another chance. But yeah, big fan of Jordan Peele and his psychological horror film, so glad to have that into the collection. I like Johnny Depp, huge Johnny Depp fan. So any actor that's in my top 10 favorite actors, top 10 list, I have to get every single one of their movies. And well, Johnny Depp is one of them. We have Below on Blu-ray, and we have From Hell on Blu-ray. So both Blu-rays I did not have, and now I have two Johnny Depp movies added to the collection. Next, we have another. Well, let's skip that one. Another. Well, top 10. Not well. We can call actor, but he's more of a director, if you will. So I also do the same thing with my top 10 directors. I want every single one of their films, and that right here we have two Kevin Smith films I did not have on Blu-ray, and that's Clerks 2 and Jay and Silent Bob's Reboot. These are two Blu-rays that I did not have in the Kevin Smith collection, and I'm very happy to add these to the collection. And by the way, when I was buying these, I also got these ones with them as well. These were all together. There was I was picking through some stuff. There was what was it? Another Kevin Smith movie. I wasn't sure if I had or not. I double checked. No, yep, I have that one. I was also checking to see if it was even worth anything. So if any, because I sell as well. Not really. So it's so I put that one back because it was like three. So I picked up two of them, and then in that same collection there was like 6 or 7 Johnny Depp movies, and I was like, I have all of those. I just don't have these two. So that was great addition. Next we have this one movie. This one I just really like this movie a lot, and I wanted it on Blu-ray because for the longest time I've been like, I should rewatch this movie because I've only seen it one time in my life. And then what happened was I was watching an episode of Seinfeld. For anyone who doesn't recall the episode, it's the episode on Seinfeld. For you who don't know Seinfeld, I'm sorry, but for the fans that know Seinfeld, the episode where George has a chance to meet Marissa Tomei, and he starts infatuating over her, fantasizing about her, and getting Susan jealous. So he rewatches My Cousin Vinny 2 times while he's with her, and he gets caught twice. Well, that it made me kind of. Well, by the way, I gave it away. My Cousin Vinny, right here. My Cousin Vinny. Yeah, it made me go back like, hey, I want to watch that movie again. I actually really like that movie, and Marissa Tomei deserves the Oscar for this movie. So, anyways, yeah. So I got My Cousin Vinny. Really good movie. If you have not yet seen My Cousin Vinny, highly recommend watching My Cousin Vinny. Next, we have a movie that I've been looking for a very long time because I don't want to pay. When it came out, I did not want to pay for what the retail is, what it is new. Still don't want to pay for the price drop. Then in my head, I was like, well, what if they finish the entire franchise and then release? But I happened to get lucky, and check this out, $3. I was like, no brainer. I have to pick this up. So it's a placeholder until eventually they make the entire franchise box set, and that's John Wick chapters 1 through 4. And what I mean by the entire franchise, they did announce that there will be a chapter 5. They will finish this. Initially, Keanu Reeves did not want to do a chapter 5, but now they're doing a chapter 5. So there's going to be a chapter 5, and then there's going to be 2 animated films kind of in the same vein as they did for Animatrix. So I believe that they're going to do a box set with chapters 1 through 5, Ballerina, and the 2 animated movies. That's what I believe they're going to do. So once that comes out, then I will replace it. But for now, I'm very, very happy to have John Wick in the collection because I love John Wick films. It's in my top 30 favorite films of all time. It is. I love the John Wick films. Next, we have a TV series here that I really love this show. It's one of those classic 1950s TV series. The only reason I got into it because my dad watched it way back in the days. I would probably say back in the 90s when they had a channel on cable. For any of you young kids who don't know cable, cable is a little box that you can click and turn on. But also, we didn't have cable at that time. We had an antenna, which I'm aging myself here. We had straight up an antenna line that we just hooked up. So there was a channel that played all the classic TV shows from like I think from like 6 p.m. all the way to like 12 a.m. was nothing but classic 1940s, 50s, 60s, 70s TV series. So I got really into this show, and that show is The Honeymooners. Yep. So I love this show. Another show, there was four other shows that I watched with my dad. So it was The Honeymooners, I Love Lucy, The 66 Batman, and then the other one. What was the other one? There was Honeymooners, I Love Lucy. Ah, Honeymooners, I Love Lucy, 66 Batman, and Happy Days. Those were the shows that I watched with him when I was a young kid. So I really, really got into Honeymooners, and I finally got the complete series on DVD. And this is the version that includes the lost episodes that were previously only available on a special VHS box set. And then here are before we go to the last piece, the one piece that is like holy crap piece, we're gonna go through some of the pieces that I get picked up to sell. One being Dr. Seuss's The Lorax Steelbook Edition. Now, if this was the regular Dr. Seuss The Lorax, I would never pick it up. But the Steelbook is a pretty good one. It sells for 25 bucks, and there's a lot of people that do collect Steelbooks. And I know I've had in the past random Steelbooks like this, thought, it's nothing, but may end up selling pretty well. So that's a good one. That's Steelbook only, by the way. Next is a two movie collection, Lilo and Stitch Blu-ray. I know some of you prefer the original DVDs because they're the unedited versions, but people still do like them because it's the cheaper way to purchase the Blu-rays rather than getting actually, correction. Lilo and to be corrected, Lilo and Stitch 2 never had a Blu-ray. So, but yeah, but this collection still a $25 two-pack collection. It's not bad. When they did drop, I did go pick it up at Walmart when it came out back in May because Walmart had it only for that weekend drop, Friday, Saturday, Sunday when it released on that Friday. It was $9.99. After that, they were going to raise the price to $29.99. I wasn't thinking at the time. I should have picked up because they had like 4 or 5 copies there. I should have picked them all up. But anyways, here's one because I've had this one in the past as well. Not for myself, but to sell as for sale, and it did sell. So looks like I'm dropping things. So anyway, so there's that. Next we have here an uncommon movie, Rhinestone, a uncommon Sylvester Stallone movie. Now I love Sylvester Stallone. Top 10 favorite actors. Obviously, Stallone is up there. Love Stallone, but this movie doesn't have a Blu-ray, but I don't want to keep this one. I'm going to sell this, so if any of you want it, this one's available for you guys. But yeah, I was initially like, I want this, but then I was like, because the problem is I don't want to have too many DVDs, because Rhinestone is one of those movies. Yeah, you might buy it now because you don't know if it will or not, and it's still a $25, $30 DVD, but I'm waiting hopes that they will release a Blu-ray copy because I'm like, this is one movie I can wait for it. If for any godforsaken reason they go, oh, there'll never be a Blu-ray, then I will go back and pick up the DVD. But for now, this copy is for sale, so you guys can have bids at it. Shot. Next we have this one. It Takes Two. A good DVD. Tidbit for all of you out there. For Mary Kate and Ashley, isn't any Blu-rays of Mary-Kate and Ashley movies, and there never will be any Blu-rays of Mary-Kate and Ashley movies. Why? Because when these movies were being put on DVD, they kind of said some bad things about why they're quitting acting and why they don't like Hollywood. So they're kind of blacklisted, if you will. And out of spite, when Elizabeth Olsen started acting, getting more serious, they purposely pushed her big, quick, overnight, just to spit in the face of these two. So there will never be Blu-rays. So you can only get these on DVDs, and the DVDs from their movies from the 90s are worth some good money, some really, really good money, and they sell really, really well and like that. I like Mary Kate and Ashley. I don't care for their DVDs or movies. I only go after, if any of you know, I only go after the adventures of Mary Kate and Ashley, and you're invited to Mary Kate and Ashley's whatever. Those are the only things. And then I am looking, if anyone has the TV series that they did in the early 2000s, I'm looking for that one. But yeah, this one is available. Next, we have a Criterion movie, a sealed Criterion movie, a French movie, if you will, from 1950, Diary of a Country Priest, Criterion DVD. This one does not have a Blu-ray, and for now, there is no licensing to be able to bring this on Blu-ray. So the DVD is the only way you can have it, and this one will be available for sale. And hey, all you Criterion collectors, this one's a pretty uncommon Criterion DVD to find. And then last one that's available for sale is Deadwood, PAL version. Don't worry about it that it's PAL. Even I questioned it. I was like, PAL. But the PAL version still sells well. Still sells for $40 because the NTC version sells for around $80-$90. So if you want a discounted version, by the way, there's no difference between the PAL version and the NTC version. They're identical copies. Sometimes they have like PAL version doesn't have this or has these and NTC has that or doesn't do. No, this is 100% one-to-one identical. So if you don't want to spend $80-$90, get the PAL version, because if you have a new Blu-ray player, usually new like really new Blu-ray players are usually come, like I would say in the past like 2-3 years, they're region free usually, or if you have like a PS4 or PS5, they're region free. And then we save the best for last, the piece de resistance. The one thing I've been looking for a very, very, very long time. This is my favorite TV show of all time. I have season 1 to 5 individual DVDs. Don't like it. I hate collecting like that. I only was collecting that because I never had the box set. And then when I found out about the box set, I said, screw it. I'm stopping this. I will get rid of these 5 and look for this. Because if you think about it, space. I'm just trying to show you how many seasons a show can have and how big the box can be. Like, for example, Friends. Friends is this big. You know why? Because the individuals are separated into Volume 1, Volume 2, Volume 3. Volume 1, Volume 2, Volume 3. Box set. Seinfeld. Volume 1, Volume 2, Volume 3, Volume 4. Then you have shows like, for example, Smallville. This versus this, right? But this one is none of those. I'm just giving you an example. And this is the How I Met Your Mother, the whole story. I am so uber excited to have this in the collection. This is my favorite TV show of all time. Well, technically, my favorite TV show of all time is the Dragon Ball franchise. But if we're just cutting anime out, because obviously anime trumps live action any day of the week, even 10 ways to Sunday and back. But if we're going to exclude anime, this is my favorite non-anime show of all time. Love this show. For a time period, I thought Barney Stinson's life was so cool. I had the playbook. I thought I had the bro code. I tried to follow some of the bro code. It was stupid. That's how much I loved this show. Great show. So there's everything that I picked up. Some personal, some stuff for you guys for sale. Anyways, you guys like these types of videos. You guys like wrestling, video games, and movies. Well, this is the channel for you. Anyways, you guys know the deal. Comment, like, share, subscribe. Anyways, as always, enjoy it. Keep on collecting, and we'll see y'all for another video.